Have you ever woken up feeling like you've been hit by a truck? You slam the snooze button for the fifth time, and the thought of facing the day feels impossible. What if I told you there's a secret weapon that could change everything? It costs nothing, takes only a few minutes, and can supercharge your energy, focus, and even your mood. The catch: it's probably the last thing you want to do in the morning. I'm talking about taking a cold shower. I know, it sounds like torture. But I was so intrigued by the supposed benefits, from boosting your immune system to sharpening your mind, that I decided to put it to the test. I committed to a 30-day cold shower challenge, and today I'm going to share every shocking, shivering, and surprisingly amazing detail of my journey with you. Was it worth it? Let's find out. Before we dive into my daily log of suffering and success, let's talk about the science. Why would anyone willingly stand under a stream of icy water? Well, the practice, known as cold water therapy or hydrotherapy, has been around for centuries. The idea is that the shock of the cold water triggers a cascade of beneficial responses in your body. First, it kickstarts your circulatory system. When the cold water hits your skin, your blood vessels constrict, forcing blood away from the surface and towards your vital organs. Then, as you warm up, the vessels expand and fresh oxygen-rich blood rushes back out. Think of it like a workout for your circulatory system, which can improve cardiovascular health over time. It also triggers a release of norepinephrine, a hormone and neurotransmitter that plays a huge role in focus, attention, and mood. That SYU, get that instant jolt of alertness. Your body's natural fight or flight response, waking you up better than any cup of coffee. There's also research suggesting it can boost your immune system by increasing white blood cell count and even speed up muscle recovery after a workout. So, armed with this knowledge, I felt a little less crazy and a lot more motivated. Week 1, let's call this the week of pure shock. On day 1, I stood in front of the shower for a solid 5 minutes, mentally preparing for battle. I decided to start with my usual warm shower and then switch to full cold for the last 30 seconds. The moment that icy water hit my back, I let out a yelp that probably woke my neighbors. My entire body tensed up, and my breathing went haywire. It was pure survival mode. The only thing I could focus on was counting down from 30. When I finally turned it off, I was gasping, but something amazing happened. As I toweled off, a wave of warmth and energy washed over me. I felt incredibly alive and awake. The brain fog that usually lingers for an hour was just gone. Days 2 through 7 were pretty similar. The initial shock was still intense, and I won't lie, there were moments I dreaded it. The mental battle to turn that handle from warm to cold was real. My strategy was to just not think about it. Just do it. By the end of the week, I had managed to increase my cold water time to a full minute. The biggest takeaway from week 1. The post-shower feeling was addictive. The brief discomfort was a small price to pay for the incredible clarity and energy that followed. I was starting my workday feeling focused and ready to go, instead of groggy and reliant on caffeine. Week 2 was the adaptation phase. My body started to anticipate the cold shock. The gasping and yelping were replaced by a more controlled, deep breathing pattern. I learned that focusing on my breath was key to managing the initial discomfort. Instead of panicking, I would take long, slow exhales. This simple trick made a world of difference. It calmed my nervous system and allowed me to tolerate the cold for longer. I pushed my time up to 2 minutes of pure cold water. Something else started to happen this week. I noticed my mood was significantly better. Usually, I have those mid-afternoon slumps where I feel drained and a little irritable. But during week 2, I felt a more stable, positive baseline mood throughout the day. It felt like that morning jolt of norepinephrine was setting a positive tone that lasted for hours. A real-life example. On Wednesday, I had a huge, stressful project deadline. Normally, I would be a bundle of anxiety, but after my morning cold shower, I felt surprisingly calm and capable. I was able to tackle the tasks with a level of focus that I had experienced in a long time. It was like the cold shower was training my mind to handle stress. If I can handle 2 minutes of freezing water, a tough deadline seems much more manageable. Entering week 3, I felt like a seasoned pro. This was the willpower week. The challenge was no longer just about enduring the cold. It was about embracing it. I decided to ditch the warm water intro and go straight into the cold. Full blast for 3 minutes. This was a whole new level of mental discipline. That initial 30 seconds was still a challenge, but now it was a challenge I welcomed. It became a morning ritual of proving to myself that I could do hard things. That mindset started to spill over into other areas of my life. I found myself being more disciplined with my diet, more consistent with my workouts, and more proactive in tackling my to-do list. The cold shower became a daily reminder of my own strength and resilience. It's like starting your day with a victory. You've already conquered something difficult before most people have even had their coffee. I also noticed a physical benefit this week. I'm an active person and my muscles are often sore after a tough gym session. The cold showers seemed to be speeding up my recovery. The usual post-leg day soreness was less intense and didn't last as long. My body just felt better, more resilient. Week 4, the new normal. By the final week, the cold shower was no longer a challenge. It was just part of my routine. I was consistently doing 3 to 5 minutes of cold water every morning without a second thought. The dramatic shock was gone, replaced by a refreshing, invigorating wake-up call that I actually looked forward to. I felt like I had unlocked a new level of energy. I was waking up before my alarm, feeling rested and ready for the day. My dependency on coffee was way down. I still enjoy a cup, but I no longer need it to function. The mental clarity was probably the biggest benefit I experienced. My focus at work was sharper, my creativity felt heightened, and my ability to problem solve was enhanced. It felt like I had cleared out the mental clutter. Looking back at day one, when 30 seconds felt like an eternity, it's incredible to see how much my body and mind adapted. The person who yelped and shivered in that first week would unrecognize the person standing calmly under the cold stream in week 4. So, after 30 days, what's the final verdict? Is the cold shower cult worth joining? Absolutely, 100% yes. This simple habit has had a profound impact on my life. The physical benefits, like improved energy and faster muscle recovery, are fantastic. But for me, the mental benefits are the real game changer. The increased resilience, the improved mood, and the unshakable mental clarity have been transformative. It taught me that I am in control of my reactions and that I can consciously choose to face discomfort to achieve a greater reward. It's a powerful metaphor for life. We often avoid things that are uncomfortable in the short term, even if they lead to long-term growth. The 30-day cold shower challenge was a daily practice in overcoming that avoidance. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds great, but I could never do it. I thought the same thing. So here are my top tips if you want to try it for yourself. First, start small. Don't go from 0 to a 10-minute ice bath. Try the contrast method like I did. End your normal warm shower with just 15 to 30 seconds of cold. Gradually increase the time as you get more comfortable. Second, control your breathing. This is the most important tip. When the cold hits, your instinct is to gasp and take short, panicked breaths. Fight that urge. Focus on long, slow exhales. It tells your nervous system that you are safe and in control. Third, don't overthink it. The moments before you turn the handle are the hardest. Just do it. The more you hesitate, the more you build it up in your mind. And finally, focus on the why. Remind yourself of the incredible benefits you're working towards. That post-shower feeling of victory and vitality is your reward. This 30-day experiment has been one of the most rewarding personal challenges I've ever undertaken. It's a habit that I will absolutely be continuing. It's a small, simple change that has created a massive positive ripple effect across my entire life. So I challenge you, try it for a week, just 1 week. See how you feel. You might just surprise yourself. Thank you so much for joining me on this chilly adventure. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, I'd be so grateful if you could give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And if you've ever tried cold showers, or if you're going to take the challenge, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experience. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on my next experiment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.